Well, it's campfire time again, and I, for one, am really glad for it. It's been a long winter, but getting started in the spring means sometimes we wind up using firewood that's a little less than optimum. Maybe it's a bit wet or green or a little bit punky. Well, there's something you can do that can make starting up this fire a whole lot easier. Some people really struggle with that, use a lot of newspaper, starting fluid, even worse, something like that. But there's a really simple little tool you can make that helps you start a fire like this with one match every time. Let's take a look.
We're doing the project out on the driveway for fire safety reasons. We set up a double boiler arrangement for safety. The melting pot is a can with a wood handle screwed to it, and it's loaded with scrap candle chunks we've accumulated. The double boiler is critical when melting wax. While the wax melts, we set up the egg carton that we trim down to just the lower part. Use cardboard only. Do not use a styrofoam egg carton for this. We fill the carton with sawdust and wood shavings. Next up is pouring the melted wax into the sawdust-filled egg carton. No need to completely fill the cups, just enough to get the sawdust moist with wax is good. But if they're filled somewhat, that's okay too. After the wax cools, cut them up into individual cups and they're ready to pack into a storage bag. Keep away from heat or they'll try and recycle themselves. I start a fire with newspaper down first because the extra wax can melt and run all over. If it's on newspaper, it can still burn and help start the fire. Pile up your kindling, light the waxy starter, and you're on the road. The extra heat from the burning wax helps get even the most stubborn wood going.
Take just one of these little fire starters. They're easy to store in your RV. Toss them in a compartment, and no matter what kind of wood you run into, dry, wet, maybe a little green and punky, one of these guys will get them started for sure. And this isn't rocket science, but it's one of those things you learn in the Boy Scouts. Give it a try. Might make your camping a little bit easier.